Did you just get a brand new Tesla? Or are you a veteran Tesla owner and you want to get even more tips and knowledge inside the noggin? Well, this is the video for you. We're going to go over the entire software system, all the menus, all the features, everything within the nav to get you up to speed on today's video. Before we begin with all the menu kind of items, I've got to do one thing first, because I know some of you are going to be down in the comments complaining about the dirty screen. So we're going to clean the screen first, and I'm going to show you how to do that first and foremost. This is what I like to use on the Tesla screen. It's N-Dust for Electronics Screen and Electronics, and I've been using this thing for years on all my screens, iPads, phones, computers, everything. So I figured, why not on the Tesla? I'll put the link down in the description. Very, very cool product. So let's get into cleaning the screen and how to do that. All right, first and foremost, you got to go down to the car. We're going to refer to this area as the car right here, if you can see it. And we're going to go down to display, and we're going to put it in screen clean mode, and that's it. So now we're going to pop the top on this guy. It's not supposed to fall off, but somebody broke it. The kids. They use it to clean their iPhones and iPads and stuff like that. So we're going to grab one wipe, maybe two. I don't know. We'll see how moist they still are. Oop, some people just got triggered by the word moist. I know that. All right, so we've got our wipe, and we're going to go ahead and just, clean the screen. So that way we have nobody complaining, hey, dude, clean your screen first before you do videos. All right, whatever. Here we go. We're cleaning the screen. I'll go ahead and do the mirror while I'm at it, because it's good for that too. So there we go. Clean the mirror. Boom. Screen and mirror clean. And now to get out of this, do exactly what it says. Hold to exit, and I think it's like 3 seconds. Yep, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Back in, baby. All right. I'm tapping it hard. What are you going to do about it? We interrupt this software knowledge fest with humble asking for you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell. All right, back to the knowledge getting. Okay, so first and foremost, just a basic overview of the screen you see here. This is obviously a 22. If you have a newer model, you're going to see like a bigger car here. If I put it in gear, let's see here, put it in gear. This you can swipe over if you didn't know that. If you have full self-drive, I believe. Right now we have the free full self-drive, so you can swipe that screen over, and then you get this little cloud navigation thing, which is kind of cool. And then this is kind of new. I don't remember seeing this, home and work navigate. By the way, you can do that. I'm going to get it out of gear here. You can immediately, if you have entered your home and work addresses into the system, you can go there because it knows if you're around home. If you swipe down, it's going to take you to work. And if you were at work and you swipe down, it's going to take you home. So just swipe down from navigate. You don't even have to do any navigate. You don't have to even tap it and do home or work. You just swipe down and it'll kind of know. Another thing on this screen that you may want to know about, and some people don't, is you can actually tap between percentage and mileage just right there on the screen. Boom. That's pretty cool. Also, if you want to get right into the battery mode, just tap the battery. That's pretty simple as well. Some of the newer features that we've seen in recent updates, we've got the weather right here. You tap on the temperature and boom, you've got a 5-day forecast or whatever this is. Oh, it's longer than 5-day. And that's it. There's no swiping up and down, just side to side of the days, which is kind of interesting. AQI, air quality, also shows up here, and it shows up here as well. So this is more of a recent update. What version are we on? Because I know I'm going to be asked. We are on 24.33.5. So there you go. That's the latest one. I just updated a couple of days ago. So on this 22. And what else we got here on this part of the screen? Obviously, you can pinch and zoom, and you can find superchargers. If you don't see superchargers, by the way, where is it? It's this one here. No, it's this one. If you don't see superchargers on the screen, because that's a common question, like where do they go? How do I find them? I don't see them anywhere. Tap on the lightning bolt, and there you go. You've got superchargers nearby. So if for some reason they ever disappear, you got them right there. If you, for some reason, lose traffic, if you've got the data package, you tap on the traffic light, I guess it is. If you want the globe stuff, there you go, mountains and stuff. Well, I forget what you call that, but anyway, that's that. I think it's too busy, so when I'm driving and stuff, I kind of like it on this mode, which is kind of cool. So that's all this stuff. If your arrow is not the way you like it, you tap this one and it'll give you all the different views. Obviously it's more when you're driving, but if you like your arrow going down, then you got to tap this. If you like it going with the flow of traffic, then you got to tap that again. So there you go with that. These are called cards, at least they were in the early days of Tesla, and you have a few of them here. This is my trip meter. The car has 56,287 miles on it. Since delivery, we still have this on this Model Y. For some reason on our Model 3, it got wiped out on one of the software updates. I was kind of bummed. So I don't have the since delivery on my Model 3. But anyway, here's the stats on that. We've used 15,634 kilowatt hours, and we're averaging 278 watt hours per mile. Not too bad. We put on a lot of miles on this car. And we've got tire pressure in there as well. So you can swipe back and forth on that. If for some reason you get rid of the cards and you're like, where did it go? Just tap right here again. It used to be, if you're on an older version and for some reason you haven't updated, there used to be a musical note here and you would tap on that to get the cards back. So what's the deal with the blue dot, you might be asking? If you did a recent software update, the blue dots indicate some of the new items here. And in this case, it's in Autopilot. And there it is. You got yourself an ass. Actually, Smart Summon is the new feature that the blue thing was indicating there. And obviously that's going to go away on this car and my Model 3 because we're only doing the month-to-month subscription thing. And ironically, I canceled, or it was expiring. My full self-drive was expiring like a day before they gave us new. So they never actually took it away. And then I got another month. So that was kind of cool. All right, let's go through the menus because that's why you're here. All right, so to get into the menus, obviously, even if you're a newbie, you just tap on the car there and you've got all the menus. So these are the settings that transfer from car to car for me and my profile. These are the settings that I like to use. Hopefully, maybe you'll get some insight as to how you're going to like to drive your car. This video is obviously geared toward the new owners of Teslas, but I'm sure you veterans out there might get some stuff here. Oh, I didn't know about that, or that's kind of cool, or I'd never thought to tap there, or whatever. So hopefully you'll stick around for that as well. So we are in the controls, and these are your basic things that the car controls. We've got your lights up here. It automatically goes to auto once you put it back in gear, but I turned it off because don't need to have it on. We got the folding mirrors, child lock, window lock, and then here's all your wiper stuff. But on cars with stocks, your wiper stuff is also on the button on the left stock. There's a button right here, watch. There we go. And it does you some wiper stuff right there. That was the button on the left stock. Now, on cars without the stocks, I believe it's a button on the steering wheel. Mirrors up and down. We are currently recording for Sentry mode and dash cam. Car wash mode, if you decide to do that. Steering up and down. Sentry mode is currently active, and you can see it down here as well. And then you can open up your glove box. And then your screen setting. These are like all the settings that you're going to find down here as well, but all in one spot for the most part. The commonly used items, I guess you can call it. I like my brightness all the way up, and I don't have it on auto. So basically the settings that you see here is what I live with day to day. I haven't changed anything for this video. These are the settings that I like to use. Let's go down to dynamics. I like to have it in sport mode for the acceleration. Steering weight, I like it heavy. I like it like a race car or a go-kart. I don't like that super duper power steering feeling. That's just me though. This car is a performance model, so we have track mode and we can customize all that. Let's take a look at that. Again, this is only for performance models, and race preset. I don't use this. So we've got auto drive cooling or post drive cooling, dash cam for laps. This is all kind of cool stuff. It's not like they're saying, oh, don't go to the track or don't take your car to the track and don't do stuff like that. It's literally settings in here. So snow mode, I've never used. I've taken the car to the snow, never thought to use snow mode. I think I might have made that though. I don't remember. No, because stability assist. Yeah, I'm not sure if these are stock or not. Anyway, that's track mode. Stopping mode. I particularly like creep mode. It's more of a gasoline car way of driving. I get it. Most people have it on hold, and then roll is too much. I just particularly, in my driving experience, I like creep. This is particularly good we're heading into cold weather now, and you're going to notice if you don't have this particular thing on, apply brakes when regen braking is limited. Basically, that means if the battery is cold or if your battery is full, your car will not slow down and regen, which could catch you by surprise if you're expecting it coming into a traffic light or whatever. This will kind of simulate that. So if you like that feeling, and again, heading into cold weather, it's going to do it sometimes. Or if your battery is full, if you're charging to 100%, you got an LFP battery and you routinely charge to 100, it's going to roll through a stoplight if you're used to the car slowing down. Just saying. Off-road assist if you need it. Let's get the info on that. Adjusted traction control, performance off-road. Okay, I don't take this car off-road, although I did once in a video in Mammoth. That was fun. And slip start, used to help free the vehicle stuck in snow, sand, or mud. So keep that in the back of your mind if you ever get stuck in the snow, sand, or mud. All right, so that is dynamics. That's what I've got set up there. Let's head into charging, which, by the way, you can get into charging another way by tapping the battery. It takes you right to charging. If you don't want to go through car and this and that, boom, go to battery, and there you go. So these are the settings that I have for under the battery setting. I do have scheduled charging because we have a lower rate. Actually, we have a lower rate starting at 9 p.m., I believe it is. But I just charge it overnight. It's easier. We're not always home at 9 p.m., so midnight seems good. This car leaves on its commute around 5 a.m., so it doesn't need more than 5 hours to charge. And you can see our last supercharge there in Santa Clarita was 0. Why, you ask? Well, because we have referral codes and all that kind of stuff from the past and the present, and thank you very much. Also, in the battery area, you can obviously slide this to change the percentage that you want to charge your battery. I like to leave it around 80%. That's just me. That's all we need for our commutes. And we do have, the car isn't at home. It's normally set to 40 amps for our Tesla wall connector. And we can also open the charge port there. Supercharging tips. Take a look at that. Didn't know these were even here, but there you go. Or I did. I knew they were there. I haven't used them in a while. So find the fastest supercharger, filter by the 3 bolts. Navigate to the supercharger. Battery will precondition for faster charging. Now keep in mind, if you're a few miles away from the supercharger and you're heading out on a cold morning, it's not going to have enough time. I mean, you could do it, but don't expect faster charging. Arrive with 20% battery or less. They're giving you some road trip tips here. They're kind of negating my entire channel. Ha! Leave space between cars. Now that's only, I wish they wouldn't have that, because everybody thinks that you have to leave space between cars at all superchargers. It's just not the case. V3s, you don't need to do that. You can park next to each other. I know it's the polite thing to do, maybe leave a space for doors and stuff, but you will get the same speeds whether you use space or not on V3 superchargers. The only place this means anything is on V2s, or if you see 150 kilowatts. Those are the only place that you need to stagger or space in between. Even urban chargers, the smaller ones without the hole through the middle, those are running at 72 kilowatts. You don't need to leave a space there either, because they're already sharing a 150 together. Move your car after charging. Obviously, you're going to get charged for that if you don't. Water vapor possible while supercharging, may be visible in cold weather. Continue charging. Yeah, people are freaking out. It's starting to get cold. You're going to start seeing whatever it is, steam or whatever coming from the car. Not a big deal. Don't worry about it. You also hear knocking sounds like bang, knock, while you're supercharging. Don't worry about that either. On to Autopilot. Now, obviously, this is going to be different if you don't have full self-driving or the subscription or anything like that. But I currently do, so we've got it on there, which is kind of why I wanted to do this video before I lose it. But you've got 3 choices there, and then a lot of people, this comes up, you didn't even know. If autopilot strikeout occurs 5 times due to improper use, which means you kind of still have to pay attention, you're still operating the vehicle, whether you like to believe that or not. If it goes 5 times, by the way, you got a week to sit in timeout. Tesla timeout is about a week, but don't do it 5 times. Right now, autopilot activation is on single pull on the right stalk. Full self-driving supervised. I've been playing around with this. I have it set to assertive because chill was just too chill. It was like, oh my, too slow. I need to get places. Lane change notification, I've got it set to both. Again, I haven't used this that much, but these are the settings. Minimal lane change occurs for current drive. Expanded full self-drive visualization. I'm not sure why that's not on. I like that. And then this is crazy. I discovered this. The car was doing like 12 miles an hour over speed limit, and there's cops everywhere. I'm like, what's going on? How do I change this? That's the setting right there, folks. If this was a way to circle the screen, there we go. Turn that off. Automatic speed offset was the reason it was going so far over the speed limit. And we showed you this earlier. We got, I haven't even tried Summon. I don't trust Summon. I don't want to wreck my rims or car or anything like that. So I didn't even touch that. Even though I have a YouTube channel and I should be showing you stuff, I'm not all about, wrecking my car either. Speed limit warning. I just have it on display. Chime, I think, would be a little obnoxious. Speed limit is set to relative. Forward collision. I do have it on medium, and I do have departure avoidance. That has helped me more than once. Let's just put it that way. So that's nice to have. And then all 4 of these are selected as well. Emergency lane departure, automatic braking, although I've only seen that happen once. Automatic emergency braking. The car's only done that to me once and saved me. So I guess it was worth having it on. But anyway, obstacle aware acceleration. Automatically brakes if obstacle is detected in front of your vehicle while driving at low speeds. Okay, I don't think I've ever experienced that, but I have it on. Green light traffic chime is a game changer. I love that feature. Gotta have that, and that's not part of full self-drive. So just, you're sitting at a light, you're on your phone or whatever, bing, okay, green light, let's go. That way you don't get the guys honking behind you. Let's head to locks, where you can add keys, add phones. You can see we've got 2 keys for the car, 2 phones for the car. You can have shared things. This is where you would change that. And, this is a good thing to have. By the way, up here, I haven't addressed this. We've got the garage door thing. You can subscribe to MyCube because this car does not have the hardware for the other way of doing the garage stuff. We've got notifications, no active stuff. We've got Bluetooth, which we'll get into later. That's a shortcut for the Bluetooth that's over here. And then we've got LTE and the Wi-Fi. It does all that stuff. Anyway, let's go back to where we were, which was locks. Okay, and child lock, we don't have young kids, so we have it on off. This is a big deal here. Walk away, door lock, and we're going to exclude home. It's so annoying being at home and the car locks on you, especially if you're washing the car. So we exclude home on that. Driver door unlock mode. This is also a big deal. People, I think this must be a default setting because people with new Teslas are like, why, how come only the driver's door unlocks? Well, turn that off, and then all 4 will. Unlock on park. And then we have car left open notifications. I do like that. Obviously, you want to exclude your home. And lock confirmation sound. Close windows unlock. And then here is all the MyQ stuff. Let's head to lights. This is pretty self-explanatory. Headlights are currently off because I'm doing the video, but normally it's on auto. Fog lights I like to have on. Just looks a little more aggressive, a little more attention to us during the day. I don't like adaptive headlights. Auto high beam, I think it just does a bad job. Auto turn signals, got to have that. I love auto turn signals. And then the auto cancel, which is a game changer when you're driving. So I have that on. But again, I don't like this. Headlights after you exit, we don't have that, but I can see that being a very cool feature if you're parked in a dark parking garage or whatever, late at night, you're leaving work or whatever. I can see that being a great feature, and the headlights will keep the area lit while you leave, whatever. It's very cool. Ambient lights, let's head into there. I guess we had the ambient lights off. At least I did. I wonder if that's a carryover from my Model 3 because I don't have ambient lights. Anyway, I'll turn that on. Dome lights we have on auto, and steering wheel lights is just kind of a nice feature. It's just the arrows on either side of the toggle wheels. It's not that big of a deal. Let's head to display, which you saw earlier when we did the screen cleaning mode. But essentially, we have the appearance on auto, reduce the blue light there. I have the brightness all the way to the 100. I know that makes some people cringe, but that's what we got. Automatic blind spot cameras. We definitely want to have that going, and that's right here. And by the way, you can move these. Did you know that? There are 3 locations that you can move these to whatever you like. And that's what this is. Show side repeater camera when turn signal is engaged. So I wanted to show that. Screen clean mode we already did. You can program your scroll wheels on your steering wheel. I don't know if you knew that. That's a whole separate video though. And I guess we have defrost. I must have set that when we were doing a winter trip. Touchscreen language, English, voice recognition language. This, oh, that's just the text. Voice, here we go, this part. I wish had British English. We did a trip in Europe, and I love the British voice over there. We had that on for the whole trip. It was fantastic. Text size, you know, we have older, aging eyes. We like the larger text. That does require a reboot, by the way, if you decide to do that. Chances are you're on standard right now. Time, 12-hour here in the U.S., unless you're military, I guess. Energy display, we've got the distance. We're in miles, Fahrenheit, and PSI. That is display. On to trips. This is basically like any old school car. You got your trip meter and all that kind of stuff, and you can show the trips in the cards over here, which I thought I already did, but they were there. So we've got our last trip is here. We've got the since delivery trip, which we try not to touch, and I don't know why there's this on both. Show in trips card. Oh, that's the odometer. Oh, I see. So you can choose the current drive or the odometer. So there you go. That's trips. Head to navigation. There I go, tapping hard again. Oh my gosh, the comments. I'm sorry. Bam, bam, bam. So we've got the navigation volume. You can mute it there if you don't want it. If usually when we're on road trips and stuff, and I don't know where I am, I like to have the navigation voice on because I forget where I am, or I forget to make the exit or whatever. So, but when we're in our home area, I don't do that. This car has HOV, or high occupancy vehicle. Basically, we can drive this car in the carpool lane in California with a single driver up until September of next year. So we have that on. Automatic navigation, I don't want to do that. It's kind of annoying because we're not always going to work and we're not always going to home, so we have that off. Trip planner adds superchargers if necessary. Definitely want that if you're doing road trips. We just kind of leave it on. Online routing based on conditions. Yes, we definitely want that stuff. I'm pretty sure it takes into consideration your road time, road network, traffic conditions. I think it keeps in mind the wind and weather and all that stuff. So that's kind of cool. Online routing, optimal based on traffic. Yeah, if we want to save 10 minutes, it's going to pop on the screen and say, hey, you can save 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever you have set here if you go on this route and you tap OK or whatever. Usually it never saves the time. I don't know why. Speed camera chime. Supposedly, I've never heard it, but there's a chime if it detects a speed camera, I guess. Avoid tolls. We don't really have any toll roads in our area, and we don't have any ferries, so we have that turned off. Let's head to schedule now, which we definitely, like I said earlier, we have a Monday through Sunday, 12 a.m. Just overnight, we charge the car, and that's just the way it is every day of the week. We don't precondition. It really doesn't get cold enough, and I haven't really played around with that, but maybe that's a whole other separate video. And obviously, you can, do home, work, current location. And have settings for all of those different things, which is kind of cool. Safety. We've got Sentry mode on, although it should exclude home. I don't know why it didn't, so I'm going to do that. Sentry mode kept turning on for some reason, and in my garage, which is not necessary. So camera-based detection, definitely want that. This is, again, this main menu and camera and all that stuff is an entirely other video. I'm just kind of going through the menu items. Camera-based detection, disable Sentry sounds. I really don't want to draw attention to the car. That is not necessary. It's bad enough the lights go off. Disable sound. Sentry mode will no longer honk or generate a loud, unexpected sound if a significant threat is detected. Oh, I didn't know that. Maybe we should put that on. I'll give that some extra thought. Live camera via mobile app, that's kind of cool, although I rarely ever use it. But if it's not working in your mobile app, if you want to see the camera stuff on your mobile app, you need to turn that on. That's maybe why it's not working for you. Dash cam is right here. On honk, definitely. I actually use that. Somebody hit us from behind, and within a couple of minutes, I remembered to honk the horn just because, and it saved all the footage for me. It saves it within a 10-minute period, and then, of course, you want it on auto as well. This is also where you can format your USB drive or delete dash cam clips. Blind spot camera, which is great. When the turn signal is, that's weird, it's in two places. This setting is in two places, we saw that already. Blind spot collision warning chime, that also gives a little red thing on your turn signal. If it's this way, for instance, this will turn red if there's something in your blind spot. And if we're going this way, it'll show up here on your blind spot. Allow mobile access, obviously you want that. Pin to drive, there's a lot of people in love with that, but I am in and out of my garage and leaving on a daily basis probably 20 times. Picking up kids, dropping kids off, going to pick up this or that. There's no way. That would drive me insane. Car hasn't been stolen yet. Glove box pin, same deal. I don't keep anything of value in the glove box, so I really don't care. Parental controls is fairly new, and we've got a teenage driver on the horizon. We will be using that at some point, and I'll be going through all the settings on that as well. But it's very nice to have. You can limit speed. You can limit to chill. There's a few other things, which is really nice. If you just want to limit speed, the lowest is 50 miles an hour, by the way. You tap that, and the car will not go over 50 miles an hour. I have another video about that. Just search the rest of the channel. Cabin overheat protection. I currently have that off because it's winter. It doesn't matter. Automatically calls 911 after airbags deploy. That is dependent on you having a Bluetooth connected phone, which I do. Security alarm. Oh, okay. Well, that takes care of the other thing, which makes loud noises and stuff. Park assist chimes. I love having that bing, bing, bong, bong. It helps. Gear chimes, which I do like. Some people don't. For instance, listen to this. So I'm going to put it in gear. It went doot doot. Boop boop. Boop boop. There we go. So that's gear chimes. Where were we? Safety, I think. Yep. And then finally, Joe mode. What is Joe mode, you might ask? Enabling Joe mode reduces the volume of your car's chimes. You got young kids. Yeah, Joe's kids, I guess, is where it came from. You got young kids. You don't want to be too loud with all that stuff, although I haven't noticed too big of a difference in volume. And then what else we got? Parking brake not applied, but that's a setting for that. Foot must be on the pedal. Let's see. Yep, okay. And then you could power off the whole thing. It really, instead of the two-wheel scroll button reboot thing, you can totally power down your entire Tesla. A few menu items to go here on the channel, and we'll head to service, where we see our PSIs of our tires. We can reset the tire mileage the last time we did a rotation, and that way it keeps an eye on that. This is also where you would change something if all of a sudden you get that message that says the tread is uneven on one of your tires. It's really just based on the last time you had them rotated. That's all that is. And the other things here in service: owner's manual, wiper service mode, car wash mode, adjust your headlights, towing, wheels and tires. Let's take a look at that real quick. You can tell which tires you've got. 21-inch Uber turbines there. Notifications, camera preview, which is kind of cool. On to software, and this is one of the most important menus on the entire car. This is where you enter service mode. I'm going to show you that real quick, but I'm not going to go into detail on that. You tap and hold the name of your car right here, 5 seconds. It should have a little dot, and then you do service, and that's it. Ominous warning, hit enter, and now you are in service mode, and you can take a look at all the different things in service mode. I'm not going to go over this in this video. I do have another service mode video for you. You can check that out elsewhere on the channel, but I will do another service mode video on this car because it is different than my Model 3. So let's hit exit service mode, wait a second for that to do its thing, and get back into software. Software. This right here, additional vehicle information, is one of the most important parts of the vehicle that you want to take a look at and see what kind of features your car has. So we're going to tap on that, And take a look at this. We've got all the details in terms of the audio system, whether it's CCS enabled, what kind of heater you have, garage door opener, lead acid battery or lithium ion. All kinds of great information is right there at the ready for you. So take a look at that whenever you get a chance. You can see my full self-driving expires November 24th. Premium connectivity next year. It tells you the software update version right here, 24.33.50, 24.33.5. And what else we got here? It's up to date, standard or advanced. I have never really noticed the difference between these two. Supposedly it auto updates under advanced, but I've never actually seen that happen to me. So we've got some privacy things as well. So software, poke your nose in here once in a while. Oh, by the way, you can change the name of your car right here. Just tap on whatever it says right here. We have it, this is watt hours Y. That's kind of an inside joke. So anyway, right here, also you can change the color of your car that's on the screen, not exterior part of the car, of course. That would be kind of fun, but it doesn't do that. So that's within software. We've got 56,000 miles on this particular car. Taking a look at Wi-Fi, it's just different settings. Find your home location, log into that, and then you'll always have that. You don't have to worry about it too much. Bluetooth, this is a big deal. Make sure whoever drives the car the most has this orange star, and what that means is you are a priority device. So that way they have all their stuff automatically as the priority device for the car, whoever drives the car most. This is a relatively new feature, reduce fan speed during calls. I wouldn't recommend that during a heat wave in the middle of summer, 105 degrees. You want your AC as best as possible. Upgrades. This is the last menu item, and this is one of the most important if you have kids. If you have kids, make sure you go into the Tesla app. Upgrades, manage, and permissions, and make sure it's turned off. You don't want this on because your kids can buy something like full self-drive, or someone else in the car could buy full self-drive under your account without you knowing it, and you're kind of stuck with an $8,000 bill or whatever that feature that they purchased was. So make sure you turn that off just as a little safeguard for your finances. That's kind of one of the biggest tips in the entire video, I think. Finally, let's go into the profile menu. This is where we have our online accounts, and both of our cars, whichever car we hop into, will have all of our settings, no matter which car we're in. Yes, I have one profile set to nap. It puts the seat all the way back, and it's really comfy and all that stuff, and I don't want it to mess with my main profile, so I hit to nap. Yes, I do that once in a while. Driver profile settings, you tap on that, and you've got even more things to take a look at. You can see exactly what we've got going on here, and there's our nap. Easy entry, easy entry. I don't like that. It moves the steering wheel, it moves the seat, and all those motors and stuff constantly being used. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't have a problem getting in and out of the car right now. So there you go. Another setting I forgot, and it does come up a lot on the Facebook groups, is, okay, you've got the door locks, right? We've got the door locks, but how do you lock all the doors at once? Well, boom, right there. Right there on the screen. There is no actual button to lock all the doors, but it's right here on the screen in the center of it. Boom, you can lock and unlock. And I think if we're in gear, let's do that in gear. You can, let's say it's locked. If we're in gear, it just does it. Oh, and beeps twice. I thought there was another setting for that, but I guess not. So there you go. Another feature right there on the screen. Hidden in plain sight, I guess you'd call it. If you found value in this video, even if you got a couple of extra tips that you didn't know about, don't forget to hit the like button. It means the world to the channel. Go that extra step and hit the subscribe button as well, and the bell if you'd like. It takes seconds out of your day, but means the world to the channel. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.